Good day everyone. I am Clay George Abasa and I'm from BSMB 1B or Bachelor of Science in Marine Biology, Section 1B. And today I will discuss to you what is the bond line drawings. So what is the bond line? Uh, Basically, bond line are a representation of molecular structure in which covalent bonds are represented with one line for each level of bond order. And here, bond line drawings. To do well in organic chemistry, you must first learn to interpret the drawings that organic chemists use. When you see a drawing of a molecule, it is absolutely critical that you can read all of the information contained in that drawing. So without this skill, it will be impossible to master even the most basic reaction and concepts. And molecules can be drawn in many ways. So here, this emphasizes the importance of mastering bond line drawings to succeed in organic chemistry. And understanding these drawings is crucial for grasping molecular structure, which are essential for learning reactions and concepts. So here, molecules can be drawn in many ways. For example, below are three different ways of drawing the same molecule. So here in the left side, we have here the Lewis structure, and the middle we have here the condensed formula, and here in the left side, that is the line diagram, or what we call the skeletal formula. So the line diagram, or what we call the skeletal formula, that is the common way to make the molecule drawn. So here we will all talking about this skeletal formula. So how to read bond line drawings? So bond line drawings show the carbon skeleton, the connections of all carbons that build up the backbone or skeleton of a molecule, with any functional groups that are attached, such as hydroxyl or bromine. Lines are drawn in a zigzag format where each corner or endpoint represents a carbon atom. So here, for example, following compounds has 7 carbon atoms, and it is common mistake to forget that the end of a line represents carbon atoms as well. For example, the following molecules has 6 carbon atoms, so make sure you can count them. So if you want to know that this has 7 carbon atoms, so we can count them. So remember that the end of lines represent carbon atoms as well. So here we will count the carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So basically, the picture above is correct. It has 7 carbon atoms. Now let's see the picture below. So let's count the carbon on it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So yeah, it is absolutely correct. It has 6 carbon atoms. So this so here double bonds are shown with two lines. So as you can see, the compound, the picture in the left side, uh, that is what we call the double bond, and triple bonds are shown with three lines. So in the picture in the right side, that is the triple bonds. So when drawing triple bonds, be sure to draw them in a straight line rather than zigzag, because triple bonds are linear. There will be more about this in chapter on geometry. So this can be quite confusing at first because it can get hard to see just how many carbon atoms are in a triple bond. So let's make it clear. So remember that triple bonds, be sure to draw them in a straight line rather than zigzag, because triple bonds are linear. So as you can see in the picture, that is not drawn in a zigzag line. So here in the picture above, as we can see here in the left side, it has compounds that has a triple bond. So this is the same as the right side compound. So this compound has 6 carbon atoms, and this is common to see a small gap on either side of a triple bond like this. So as you can see in the picture below, in the left side compound, and it has a small gap on the triple bond, the sides of triple bond. So in that small gap, we can count the carbon on it. So it is the same as the compound in the right side. So if you want to clarify that has 6 carbon atoms, so we will check it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So basically it is correct. That triple bond compound has 6 carbon atoms. So both drawings above are commonly used, and you should train your eyes to see triple bonds either way. Don't let triple bonds confuse you. The 2 carbon atoms of a triple bond and the 2 carbons connected to them are drawn in a straight line, and all other bonds are drawn as a zigzag. In this picture, we have the structural formula, and it's drawn like in skeletal formula. So that is what it looks like in the right side. So as well as the other compound in the below. As you can see in this picture, we have here in the right side compound, we have here the structural formula, and if it is drawn in the skeletal formula in the right side, that is what it looks like, as well as in the compound below. So here in the exercise, I want you guys to answer this, and I give you enough time to answer it, maybe 30 seconds or 1 minute. So count the number of carbon atoms in each of the following though. Time starts now. So time's up. So now we will check it if your answer is right. So here we will answer the compounds. So the first compound in the left side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have a 6 carbon atoms in the first compound here, and the second compound is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have a 5 carbon atoms on it. So let's check if that is right. I mean, this is right. So the first compound has 6 carbon atoms, and the second compound has 5 carbon atoms rather. So my answer is correct. If your answer also is correct, then you're a good listener. So here, now that we know how to count carbon atoms, we must learn how to count the hydrogen atoms in a bond line drawings. So most hydrogen atoms are not shown. So bond line drawings can be drawn very quickly. Hydrogen atoms connected to other carbon, such as nitrogen or oxygen, must be drawn. As you can see in the picture below, it has a 3 compound, and each compound has its attachment, that nitrogen attachment or oxygen attachment. And remember that if the compound has an attachment of nitrogen or oxygen, that cannot be counted as a carbon. For example of this slide earlier, the right side compound, it has oxygen attachment on it, so that cannot be counted as a carbon. So that's all for today's learning video. I hope you will learn something about the bond line drawings. And again, I am Clay George Rivera Habasa from BSMB, or Bachelor of Science in Marine Biology Section 1B. And thank you, and take care of all of you guys.